everybody, and welcome to our Zero Gravity podcast. Today, we are shooting our 4th episode. We are really grateful for all the responses that we've been getting on our previous episodes with Nikhil, Thomas, and Pastor Sana. So, today, we have a really special guest with us. He is the leader of the Hindi church, the leader of the production team, and the leader of Hands of Hope, Mr. Joshua Furtado.
Namaskara.
Josh, we're really happy to have you on our podcast. How does it feel to be on the Zero Gravity podcast?
I really like, so if you look at Zero Gravity, I really want to attend Zero Gravity, but then I can't. So it's good to be on the podcast. So yeah, I'm feeling great, man. It's hot, but...
We're really happy to have you, Josh. We've actually been wanting to have a podcast with you for a while, even though we've done only 3 episodes before, but we're really happy that
Liar, pants on fire.
No, we wanted to. That's why today you're here.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a privilege.
Yeah.
And since Josh is the leader of our outreach ministry, we're going to be talking to him about outreach, his heart for outreach, the ministry, the ministry as a whole, and just the intention behind it and everything else around the outreach ministry. So we're going to begin with our first question. What is your heart behind serving people outside the community? In general, what's your heart behind the outreach ministry?
When you look at the Great Commission, that's the starting point for everything that we are and what we represent, So when you look at it, it says, go into the world. It starts off with going to Jerusalem, from Jerusalem to Judea, Judea to Samaria, and to the ends of the world. So it's not so much as a heart, but as a command, more of a command for me as a believer. And when I read the word, it has to become life into my life. So for me, more than a heart, it's just hey, yes, this is there because it's a command by my Savior, So so just stepping out into the world, stepping out into the lanes and bylanes of our streets in our city, knocking on the neighbor's door, sometimes for a prank, but sometimes to share the gospel, But it all comes down to that Great Commission is to go into the world, make disciples, sharing the gospel, by sharing the gospel. So yeah, that's the heart behind. Actually, that's the command and the heart, I would say.
I really liked what you said, Josh, and even more specifically in that part, you said that the command says to go into the world and make disciples. So when it comes to outreach, what's your intention behind it? Are you focusing more on the aspect of making disciples and building relationships with people when you do all these outreach programs, or nowadays people just cover it and mask it with the thing of, we are doing something good, we are doing a good deed, we have to go and give this to the people, and then it becomes a whole Christmas thing. So what's your intention with the outreach ministry and the Hands of Hope ministry?
The crux is not the work aspect, it's the gospel, So we carry the gospel more than anything else, wherever we go. And it's not just about occasions, it's about our daily lives, So so whenever we say, hey, we are going for outreach, most of the time the perception is, hey, we are going to some place to do a small event or spend some time with the people over there or something like that. But yes, we do that, but at the heart of it is to give the gospel more than anything else. I think that's priority. That's the truth that needs to go. The world needs it. More than it needs. Yes, there's a need when you go to the poor, when on the streets, sometimes they need blankets, sometimes they need food and stuff like that. But that shouldn't be outreach, because outreach is not just giving things to people, but it's more about sharing the love that I have received in my own life. Freely you receive, freely you give. That's the heart behind what Jesus talks about, and that's what we carry. As people of God, as men and women of God, we carry the heart that, hey, it's not just about going to a place, doing an event, and coming out that's great. If God has moved into your heart and you want to give and you want to do so many things, you can do that. But at the crux of reaching out is to reach out with the gospel. So I feel that's it at its core.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's powerful. Um, when we think about like outreach and stuff like that, whenever it's put across to us, it's always like selflessness, not thinking about yourself in that point. And just thinking about that reminds me about Romans 5 verses 6 to 8, when it says that while we were still sinners, Jesus demonstrated his love for us by
Yeah.
dying on the cross. So how easy is it to be selfless and to be in the position of constantly serving people who might not even reciprocate that love? They who might not even understand it to begin with. How easy is it, or how tough is it also?
I mean, you got to look at it as a whole. Like as a person, the first thing is that I don't want to like get into the depths of it, but just looking at it from an overall perspective, from a bird's eye perspective, is that hey, when I give my life to God, my journey begins of salvation. And I have to walk daily in salvation. That means it's a process. And I according to Romans 12 verse 1 and 2, it said, hey, put yourself on the altar daily, renewing of your mind. That transformation has to happen every day.
Yeah.
What does that do is bring you to a space where like you highlighted the love. The love is the key factor. I mean, it's never easy because God didn't call us to, we are not perfect people. We're not perfect people. There's so much imperfection in me. But when I look at the love of God, when I look at the love that he has for me, God doesn't love, he is love. And that perspective has to change. I think it changes everything for who I believe and who I am. We think that, hey, Jesus, we love you and hence you love us back. It's not he loves us back, he is love. And the essence of what he is what we carry today.
Yeah.
I was just preparing something yesterday. I think like it talks about in Corinthians where he says, Ephesians chapter 1, he says, hey, can you comprehend the depth, the height, the width, and the length of the love of God? And we can't, because that's what it's beyond it's beyond our comprehension. And we step into the love of God.
Yeah.
When we accept him into our lives, and that brings change within us. Now it's my choice. Do I let go of myself in that process, or do I hold on to things that I feel are dear to my life?
Yeah.
Because when we start holding on to things, and I'm not saying that I'm perfect in this, I'm just as weak as everybody else, but it's a daily process of just letting go of one thing after the other, and allowing God to just work in our lives, so that we Paul says, imitate me as I imitate Christ. We start to imitate Christ in our actions. We start to imitate Christ in our living. We start to imitate Christ through our speech.
Yeah.
In every aspect of our lives. It just transforms us, because now I no longer Jesus is no longer loves me. Jesus is love, and I'm found in that love.
Yeah.
And that changes everything for me. So is it hard that people don't reciprocate? When you look at it logically and physically, yes, it's difficult, because people sometimes just shun you out, right? But when you look at it from a perspective of love that God has for people and God has for me, I don't mind people shunning me out. I don't mind people saying jana idhar se, I nahi sunne ka. And it's just that process of I wouldn't say acceptance, but it's a process of knowing that, hey, there's so much going on behind that person.
Yeah.
But God enables us to just walk into the fullness of his love, so that we discover ways and means to reach out to people. And you have, like you said, you have the gifts and the fruits that enables us to operate in love.
Yeah.
Enables us to operate while we go out and we share the gospel. It enables us to operate in things that God has for us, and for people in the place that we are going, so we can share the love of God not by our means. Yes, we are prepared. Yes, we go ready with stuff and all, but more we are led by the Holy Spirit to do and be who God is calling us to be in that particular space.
Wow. Yeah. I really like that answer. It's just a very whole answer in itself. And you actually kind of answered the next question that I was going to ask you was like, what's the right attitude to approach serving others with? And you answered this with that. Just knowing that God is love and understanding the importance of imitating Him. That's what brings out that love and that acceptance towards the people that we're serving. So I really like that answer. Then my next question is, what would you say to encourage someone who doesn't believe in the concept of serving the needy?
I mean, it's not everybody's cup of cake, I would say.
Of tea.
Cup of cake, cup of tea. So cup of tea,
Piece
sorry.
of cake, cup
Piece
of
of cake
tea.
and cup of tea.
You
Sorry, it
combined
was
both.
China style. Anyways, it's not everybody's cup of tea. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So I won't. But I also would not agree to that. I won't agree to my own statement because, like I said, when you allow God to move, God can just change you.
Yeah.
It doesn't depend on. I never. I'll give you an example of my sister. She hated sitting on the floor. She hated eating with her hands. But today, when you look at her, she's just doing that.
Yeah.
You know, someone who always wanted fork in her hands to eat chicken or whatever. But today, when you look at her, it's just God moving in people's life. So, again, it all comes down, it boils down to who I am and how much do I give away.
Yeah.
And you don't give away to people, you give away to God. You know, so your sacrifice is not to people. You know, I'm sacrificing so much of my time. You know, I'm going here, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. If you're doing it for God, you won't even consider it. You know, so I would say it depends on people. If they want to submit to God, get ready to change things in your life. It's you know, like it transforms things within you. You know, it makes you uncomfortable. And Pastor Jeremy once said this, like to me personally, and also like he shared a lot of times in church, is that, hey, if you're in the most uncomfortable space, that's the best space to be because God is using you, right? And for me, I always look for that uncomfortable space because that's the best space to be, even though it's uncomfortable for you, but get ready to be used by God in whatever sense and whatever way is possible. So coming back to your question, is it difficult? It is difficult if you don't choose to. It's not if you are willing to submit to God. So simple answer, I say.
Yeah, that was really simple. Considering, okay, wrapping up all these questions, I still have one more question for you, but to wrap up everything that you said about approaching this in a certain way, having a certain mindset towards stuff like this, what can you express and describe the feeling that you experience after you've walked away from a day of serving, after you've walked away from an outreach program, after you've been in a home and served people who have never really seen like a happy day in their life, you know? Can you express that feeling and describe it to the people who don't really know what that feels like?
It's different every single time. You know, sometimes it's too emotional. Sometimes it's super excited and happy. You know, you step out of the place knowing that at least there are people who have found hope. You know, sometimes it's just the healing process in people that I wouldn't say bogs you down, but also at the same time, it pushes you to pray more. It pushes you to serve more. It pushes you to understanding the need in the world because the need is so great. Jesus himself says the harvest is plenty, but the laborers are few. You know, so when you step out, it's easy to get overwhelmed by what you see. By the people you meet, you know, randomly on the road, you might be walking and the Holy Spirit just nudges you and says, hey, go talk to this person. And then you sit and you talk with that person and you find out that person is in the worst case of depression. And talking to that person and just realizing the hurt that he carries, the pain that he carries, kind of pushes you to think like, hey, if I'm living such a comfortable life every day, and there are people like this particular person. How are they going through, what are they going through rather, you know? And it always, one thing I learned at the end of the day, however your day has been, you always reflect back on your day and think back as to what were the good things, what were the bad things, what did you learn,
Yeah.
what are the great things, you know, and how can God use you better the next day. You know, I think these are important questions to ask, and it's not just out of like outreaches or stuff like that. It's just every single day. You know, you never know how and when God can use you. You never know.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to, if you're saying yes to God will just, I was reading in the morning today from Acts chapter 8, you know, and there Philip is one of those people who have been scattered by the persecution that the Roman emperor brought over Jerusalem, and he's one of the men scattered, and he's on his way, and God tells him go down south towards Gaza, and he walks down. And he finds this Ethiopian eunuch, and God says run along beside his chariot, and he's reading from the book of Isaiah, and he questions him, hey, do you understand what's happening? And he's like, no, I don't understand till someone tells me about it. You know, so you never know how God uses you. Immediately he sits with him in the chariot, explains to him, gives him the gospel, baptizes him, you know, and as soon as the guy comes out of the water, he just disappears from there into a different village somewhere else. And he's not startled by it. He just stands there and he starts sharing the gospel. So if you're ready and if you're willing, I would say that, like, from personal experience, yes, sometimes it's overwhelming, sometimes it's tiring. That's your physical body, but within, it's always pumped up. Within, it's always happy. It's always excited. I can do this. I can do this. Still, I have breath in my lungs. I can share. I can talk about Jesus, the one who has life, the one who gives life. You know, so that pumps me up every day to just be and do what God's calling me to do. God's calling us to do. So. Yeah, so that's
Wow.
my
Nice.
perspective.
Yeah, really like that. I wanted to ask you one question that somebody else actually asked me once. It could be a little controversial, but they asked me like how, yeah, okay, consider a few social rules that are set. Okay, how do you discern whether what you're doing is right or whether what you're doing is rebellious? Like, there should be, you know, some sort of rebellion. And I wouldn't say rebellion. I feel like when we do it, it's zeal, because you're going out to express love. You're going out to show that love to the people that don't really experience it. So when it comes to like society and certain social rules or standards that will be set, how do you discern between rebellion and between a zeal for showing people what the love of God is like?
So when you look at it, there are two sides to it. I love our leadership because they always push towards wisdom and discernment. You know, God has given us those gifts so that we operate in those gifts. You know, and if you don't carry wisdom and you don't carry discernment, people can call you foolish, right? Especially from a Christian standpoint.
Yeah.
You know, we have to operate in the gifts and the fruits of the Spirit. But I would like to go to the book of Acts. You know, book of Acts is one of those books where the church began, and they had it the hard way. It wasn't easy for them ever, you know. And I like to read from Acts chapter 4. Yeah, Acts chapter 4 verses 16. What should we do with these men? You know, they are in front of Peter and John are in front of the council, and should we stop them, or what do you think we should do? And they warn them not to speak about Jesus ever.
Yeah.
You know, but look at the reply. But Peter and John replied, do you think God wants us to obey you rather than him? You know,
Yeah.
if God is calling us in these last days, I could sound completely controversial over here, but this is what it is. You know, if God is calling us at the end of the day to share the gospel, people won't like it. Some people would receive it freely. Some people would be excited to be in the kingdom, but there'll always be opposition. Because one thing I realized, if you look at history, and there's so much history to prove it, the more the persecution, the more the revival.
Yeah.
You know, and does it mean that we just go and blast speakers and talk about? That's foolish. Does that stop me, or does that should stop anybody else? I would say no. But at the same time, God is giving us wisdom. God has given us discernment. Let's let's be prayerful in our approach. I love that it just doesn't talk about people sharing the gospel. I love that there's also mention of prayer every now and then.
Yeah.
You see the council praying and sending people, and stuff like that. So there is opportunity 100%, but it should be backed up with prayer. It should be backed up with counsel from people within the community and leadership. So I would answer it.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was powerful. So to end this segment on a really powerful note, to sum up whatever you shared, what are 3 things you want people who would like to serve and like to be a part of different outreaches to remember? Just 3 points.
Number 1, I would say, like, carry love. Carry love because it's everything. It defines who we are. It's the gospel. Jesus himself is love. God is love. The second thing I would say love, and the third thing also I would say love. If you can love, God can change. God will do what he has to do. So 3 things I would say, like, operate in love, operate in love, operate in love. That's
simple.
I don't have any other thing to say. Like.
Done. So, for all of y'all watching, this is our game segment, and we are going to be playing the headphone challenge.
Oh, you might.
Now that this is an entire Christmas setup, we are going to be doing the headphone challenge, but with Christmas phrases. That's not Christmas. So I asked my team to come up with a few Christmas phrases and write them down in chits, and they've done exactly that and put them in this bowl. We're going to be using a headphone to cover our ears, put the music on full blast so that we can't hear what the other person is saying, and then go on with the rest of the challenge. So if you haven't already understood it, forward
Watch
to 10
it.
seconds and you'll be able to understand. Ready? Okay, so first round, Josh, you're going to be starting. Okay, we're going to be starting with our first round now, and as you can already see, Josh is ready and he's set. The music is on and he cannot hear what I'm saying. So I'm going to pick up my first chit and Josh is going to try and guess what I'm saying by just reading my lips. Okay, first chit. Okay, let's go. Okay, ready?
Are we playing Antakshari?
Okay, first one. Follow Zero Gravity on Instagram.
See, you're hiding your face behind the
Okay,
mic.
yo. Okay?
You gotta be open.
Follow Zero Gravity on Instagram.
Horlicks what?
Follow Zero Gravity on Instagram.
Sir?
Follow.
FOMO? Who's Gaurav is feeling FOMO behind over there.
Follow.
Flow.
Follow.
Hold it. I'm very bad at this.
Follow.
Okay, follow.
Zero Gravity.
You have a cavity.
Zero.
Slow.
Zero Gravity.
It's getting louder.
Zero Gravity.
You have a cavity.
Zero.
Do Antakshari na.
Zero.
Oh, zero. Okay. Follow Zero Gravity. Yes, there you go.
On Instagram. Yay! First section.
Oh, Patel.
It's not Patel. Okay, my turn. Ready?
Your turn. Yeah, there you go.
Wait, let it start.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
You're ready, Chucks. I think you're really good at this. Jingle bell, monkey smells.
Chili Melly.
Yeah. Chili melly and fried rice.
Chili Melly and
Jingle bells, monkey smells.
Chili Mells and Mells.
Jingle bells, monkey smells.
Chicken Meds.
Jingle bell. Ding 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 ding. Jingle
I can
bells.
hear you saying ding 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 ding.
Jingle bells.
Jingle bells.
Ah.
Jingle bells.
Monkey smells.
But it's
But
Smells.
it smells.
what?
But always smells.
Jingle bells.
Wait. Look at my mouth.
You're screaming. Can you?
That's what I'm saying. Look at gathering attention. Okay. Monkey smells.
Petty smells.
Monkey smells.
But it smells. But it smells.
Monkey smells.
What are you saying? Monkey.
Monkey.
Jingle bell. Monkey smells. Yeah.
Freaking give it to you, bro.
Okay, that was the first round.
I did
so there was
Antakshari
no
with her.
time
She's
limit.
not doing Antakshari with me. That's
Are you're
unfair.
just doing this? What is that supposed to mean?
You said butt smells. So I said everyone's
said
butt
butt
smells. So
Okay, so this was the first round, so that's basically just a fun round. But now we're going to get a little competitive and we're going to put a timer to it, okay? So I'm going to ask my team behind the camera to set a timer for 30 seconds. Within 30 seconds, we're supposed to guess what the phrase says, okay? So Josh, round 2. Round 2 is competition.
Patel again.
No, I'll give you all these heavy EDM songs. Ready? Okay, round 2. 30 seconds on the clock. And my first phrase, time starts now. Okay.
4 words, 5 words, 6 words.
Arey, it's not as actually. Anyways. Would you?
Who's who?
Would.
Voice.
Would.
Hammer.
Would.
Wood.
You. Would you?
Wood is me. I know.
Would you like? Would you like some?
Would you like some
Hot.
chocolate? Would you like some hot chocolate? Yeah,
Did I get the point? Yes.
Who gets the point?
Huh? But I put the effort to make him guess it.
Hello, I also put the same effort, okay?
Arey.
Calm down.
Josh gets the point.
Obviously, who's guessing gets the point now.
Oh. Okay. Okay, next round. Ready?
I don't like this. Actually, I
Hey, you can't change.
Huh? Oh, I like this song also.
Tauba.
Tauba. Have you seen an angel?
Have you seen? Hey, you're cheating, huh? I enunciated and gave you.
Have you seen an angel?
Have you seen the leeches?
Yeah, it sucks your blood. But have you seen an angel?
Have you
Seen an
any
angel?
angels? Have you seen any angels?
Have you seen an angel? Have you seen an angel?
Have you seen an angel?
Yeah, bro. Oh yeah.
I got it?
Yes.
Did I get it? No, I got it.
How many seconds?
See, she was 6 seconds before time.
Yay! So I get extra points.
I don't like this game.
Okay, ready?
But I think you started late.
Yeah. No.
He started late.
No, it was on time.
For her.
Yeah, like 1 second late.
It
Cheater
was on
cock.
time, it was on time. Okay, ready?
Zero gravity,
round
zero
3,
gravity, cheaters
Round 3.
feeling.
Arey, no, we don't cheat. Huh? Okay, ready? Ready? Time starts now.
Toba.
Okay. Let's take a selfie.
Let's take a selfie. That's too easy, bro. Come on, let's go.
Hey, what is this? Yeah, he's getting all the easy ones. Okay, round 3. My turn.
Have you started decorating for Christmas?
Have you
Started decorating for
studied
Christmas.
zero gravity?
How did you study zero gravity? I don't understand. Have you started decorating for Christmas?
Hey, Josh, enunciate little.
Have you
Have you?
started? I didn't started. Have you?
Time up.
Have you
Have you
started?
studied?
VIP Frenchie, sorry.
No, say, have you
Have you started?
studied?
Started
Started.
Decorating.
Zero gravity.
decorating for Christmas.
Something for Christmas.
We'll give her some time.
Have you started
Decorating for Christmas.
something for Christmas? So, have you started decorating for Christmas?
Antakshari we are playing no over here.
I didn't get it, na? Yeah. Okay, round 4. Ready? Okay. Oh, why I keep getting all this one?
कौन सा सब्जी?
Hold.
Sabji.
Subscribe to Zero Gravity.
I know zero gravity is at the end. I don't know what the... Subscribe to the Zero Gravity channel.
Subscribe to Zero Gravity.
Subscribe to Zero Gravity.
I don't like this. Josh is getting all the easy ones. It's purposely like sabotage for
It's
me.
Toba.
It's because this is the Christmas episode now. We are giving you all. We are serving.
Oh,
We are
thank
looking
you.
beyond.
Thank you. This is too easy.
What are you doing?
I
I
want to go shopping.
want
To go
to go
shopping.
shopping.
क्या बकवास?
She is too easy.
This is too easy, man. Can we change the game?
So now we are going to do our last and final round. This is the toughest round, as my team has said. So they've given us 3 chits and we're going to pick up any 2 and then go ahead with it. Okay? Okay, Josh, you pick first because you're the guest. Okay.
It's stapled. I don't even know how to pronounce this word.
Even I don't know what this means.
A few moments later.
Show me the lyric.
Acha.
Okay, wait, I'll show you this thing only.
Since it's so tough, they've told us to extend the time limit up to 45 seconds. So we are going to be doing exactly that. So since Josh is our guest, Josh is going to be going first. If we do it within the time limit, then whoever does it faster wins. Okay? Okay. So for the last and final round,
Don't play this song.
Joshua. Ready? Okay. Green sleeves was all my joy.
I just want to dance.
Josh. Green sleeves.
What rubbish is this?
Green sleeves. Green.
Nothing nuts.
Green. Okay. Green sleeves.
Elves. Elves.
My joy. Okay.
Second word. Watch.
Was.
What?
Was.
Water.
Was.
Third word.
Was.
All. Ah.
Time up? Okay, Josh didn't get it.
This is.
No,
this
I
is,
didn't get
this
it.
is
No.
just Not right.
No. I still have to try?
This is too
Okay.
easy. I'll take
Okay,
this.
wait. I still have to try. Come.
Huh?
I still have to try to make you guess it. Put it on.
Chal.
Okay? Just give like 15 seconds more. If it doesn't get it, doesn't get it. Okay? Whoa!
This is.
I
this
put
is,
in way too much effort.
This
I
is
should
very
win
very
this.
difficult. This
No,
is
I
cheating.
should win this. This is
This
like...
is.
Okay, it's my turn now. Josh is going to... You better not... Don't... No. Don't do... Put...
Yeah. That was
Put
too
as,
easy, man.
put as much effort I put in, okay?
Look at your freaking sentence.
I literally acted it out for you. Come
I
on
also
now.
did multiple actings.
Do,
Okay,
do,
freaking
do.
bring Antakshari,
Chal.
not freaking headphone wala game. I showed you all bells and everything. Ting 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 ting.
Did you start? Ting, ding, ding, ding.
Ready?
Ready.
Frankincense to offer have I.
Frankincense.
This is cheating. This is. I don't want to play this. Okay.
Did I get it?
Frankincense to offer have I.
Dwarf.
Yeah. 7 dwarfs.
7 dwarfs.
See, she can hear me. She can hear me.
Did I get it?
No, you didn't get it.
Frankincense.
To offer have I. To offer
To offer.
have I.
Every.
Have I.
Have I.
Have I. Yes.
Heavy.
Heavy.
Every.
Have I.
Advent.
Huh?
Advent.
Have I.
Have I.
Frankincense to offer have I.
Frankincense to offer.
Have I.
Hi-fi. Hi-fi.
Have I.
Don't cheat. What?
Have I. She got it right.
He's purposely doing now. What is I?
You got it right. Frankincense to offer.
Frankincense to offer.
Have I? Have I?
Have
I.
I.
Frankincense
I?
to offer. Have I?
Frankincense to offer. Have I?
It's too easy, man.
Did
It's
I
like-
get it? Yes, I won.
Huh? The other one was difficult. You should have given me the other one.
Ah,
So
man,
swap
I
the-
won. No, what else can you
swap
do?
Swap the chits.
No, I won.
Huh?
Okay,
You didn't win. You lost.
I won.
Overall, you lost.
No.
Yes.
We are
you did.
all winners in the kingdom.
No.
of God.
This game, you lose, you win.
Okay.
Okay.
Good job, Josh.
win, you lose.
Quite the competitor.
Thank
It was good competing against you.
Same. Likewise.
Thank you everybody for joining in for this month's podcast. We hope that you had as much fun listening to it and watching it as we had shooting it. If you want to watch any of our previous episodes, you can go ahead and either click the icon on top here, or you can head on to our YouTube channel and check out the different videos that we've uploaded there. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe and comment what your favorite Christmas carol is.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
See you next
Compliments of the
year.
season. Woohoo!